see, it even tells us. It even tells us.
Yeah, I heard that.
All right, good. All right, so I'm gonna do my usual little intro here, and that is welcoming everyone. I welcome you to the Black Prospector Show. I'm here today with a story from another Black man as we continue our series. Every Black man has a story. And so again, I think of those conversations that I've had with Black men throughout my life, and the stories and just the things that they have taught me and the lessons that they've learned in their life that I picked up on and try to apply. And that's, of course, what this is all about. As we go on, you can find some things that maybe you can apply and that either you may just find entertaining, or what I really hope is that you get wisdom from what they're sharing, because really that's the best way we all grow. The wisdom from others we apply into our own life. So one of the men in my life that I have definitely gotten a ton of wisdom from, and as we've gotten to know each other more and more, I have even learned like, whoa, I did not know that, which has been great. It's been great. And that is the Black man today that's going to tell us his story. I'm going to call him Cobra John. Cobra John. And we're going to find out why we call him Cobra John in a few moments. So, Cobra John, welcome you to the Black Prospector Show.
Hey,
and
thank you.
Ask, I already said, we'll say your name, Cobra John. If you want to tell the audience your age, I'm going to ask you just say your age, and then I'm just going to ask you for just a brief, quick, any story you want to tell that best explains you.
Ooh. Okay. I'm 77, Lord's willing. Next week I'll be 78. Pretty good health. Had a scare about a year ago. Got a tooth pulled, ended up with an abscess in the ICU for 4 days. Ended up in the hospital, total 9 days. And I lost 20 pounds in that little short period of time. But over this year, I've been trying to get my strength back. For those of you who don't think about it, do your exercise, stretch, pick up some weight. All that helps to help you not be all stiff and everything. Even when I get out of bed stiff in the morning, I know I got to get up and stretch. At least stretch the muscle, use it or lose it. But I don't know what else to tell you. I'm here and I'm healthy, feeling good. Yeah, waiting for the weather to warm up here on the east side of the state, middle America. Sun's shining, but it's cold outside. Wind blowing about 40 miles an hour, wind chill factor. Yeah, but anyway, it's Michigan. But other than that, go ahead. Anything you want to ask? I don't know what to say about myself, but that's it.
Well, I was about to throw you a softball then. Tell for our first story. We'll get a little deeper into it. I just want to know one story about a race that you had.
Wow. Okay. Boom. I caught that one. It was about 3 years ago, and they shut down Southfield Freeway to repave it. And I was at my daughter's house. She lives near Livernois and Grand River in Detroit. Excuse me. As I was leaving her house to come back out to where I live in West Michigan, I went down Livernois, hit I-94, jumped on I-94 westbound, and I'm riding through the traffic. As I get up near Michigan Avenue where they got that curve, I looked up and said, "Oh wow, that's a Lambo in front of me." And I looked up, and I'm in the fast lane. He's in the fast lane. We going about 60 miles an hour, a little over the speed limit. And as we come by the Michigan Loop, you got the traffic that merges from the right, 2 lanes. So it goes from 4 lanes to 6 lanes, then down to 3 and a 2. Anyway, long story short, for some strange reason, he shot all the way over to the slow lane as the big semi truck was pulling out. And I'm looking, okay, what's the matter with him? So never mind, I just eased up and took up his spot that he had in there. And he came on back up, and he riding on me like, "Oh, I'm gonna go past this Mustang." I said, "No, man, we riding through Dearborn. You don't do that in Ford country." And I downshifted in the third, and we went. Well, that was 3 years ago. They didn't catch me. We went through Dearborn, I-94 near Michigan Avenue, triple digits, and I was leaving him. and he went to the slow lane, I was in the fast lane, and we passed a car in the middle lane, and the lady was in a shotgun. She was riding shotgun in her vehicle, and she saw the Lambo first, and then she saw the Mustang go by, and she was shaking her guys and driving, and she had her point, and she pointed back and forth, looking, and boom, we were gone. Then I got up to around what's that? I can't think of that. Anyway, near where Ford is, I was driving area. I said, "Oh, let me slow down." We ran through Dearborn. They'll take this car from me going through here like this, and that guy looked like he might have been a doctor, so he'd have got out of it. But that was fun. Yeah, but I had quite a few stories like that.
Good.
Downshift and leave them.
And
I ain't scared.
That's probably the best way to start out a story with you. It is about you in your car and a race. And so for the audience, that's really how we first met. And I think we bonded first hearing about his car, and then his photography, which I would later end up getting into a little bit later on. But you were the first guy I really saw taking photos, and you were taking photos with a film camera. And so it was
that was a while back. Yep. Still got that camera too.
You were the man that the family called to take pictures of all the weddings.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
And of course, the first car, when we met, and once you found out that me and my family, so many of us, we were digging Mustangs, you told us about your SVO. So now give us a story about your SVO.
Wow. I got in line. I always, I wanted a Mustang, kicking myself because I didn't get that one. I didn't buy that one in '64 when it first came out. It was it was that dark green and had a black van on top. It was a coupe, and it was a 271 high purple. Back in the '60s, you was talking to horsepower. We wasn't thinking horsepower to weight, so I didn't get it. Long story short, came time for me to get a Mustang. I said, okay, I'm looking at the SVO. I said, it's the first Mustang with 4-wheel disc brakes. It's got a turbo 4-cylinder, good on gas, 5-speed. I said, oh, okay. It came with Recaro seats, standard, all that stuff. So it had the grab bar on the passenger side. First Mustang with 16-inch wheels and all kinds of stuff. So, like I said, I ran that thing, joined the Shelby, the Shelby Club, Shelby American Automobile Club in the Motor City region. And the guys told me how to bypass the boost on it, which I later regretted. And I did that. He say you put the high octane you put in it, it'll give you more boost and give you the timing for it. And because the Ford computers work like that. Not like everybody else. You put better gas in the car, run better. And I ran that for a while until blew the seals on the turbo. Yeah, but that thing, it was good. I ran BMWs. What else did I run with that thing? Yeah, BMWs with no sweat. Porsche's the only thing gave me a problem.
So you've always been a Mustang man. You've always been a Mustang man.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Ford guy anyway.
Why is that?
My father worked at Ford. He ended up retiring from Ford, and when they sent me through after I graduated, they sent me to mechanic school, auto mechanic school in Detroit. And first, I learned how to work on cars. I actually took apart and put back together a Hemi, the old '56 Hemi, the old General Motors 4-speed hydromatic, rear ends and stuff like that. But anyway, the first car I worked on was my father's '57 Ford, and did a valve job on it. And ever since then, I've been working on Fords, like Fords. And first guy, he wouldn't let me buy that 427 Ford, so he wouldn't co-sign. So that's why I ended up at 390 Galaxy. But that wasn't the first car; it was the second. The first car he co-signed for me was a 55 Chevy convertible, and I was trying to get it was a 283 automatic. I didn't particularly want that. I wanted that 283 4-speed because they had a bunch of 283 4-speed Bel Airs, positive traction 4 barrels. They were going for $450 each. Back in the day, yeah. Woo. But I ended up with that 55 Chevy convertible. Ended up calling the Bondo Beast because after I got it for a while, it started cracking, and that's when I found out they didn't even bother to bump it out. They just patched the Bondo on and painted over it. And that thing broke down on me in the wintertime in Michigan. I'm like, oh no. And that's what turned me against General Motors.
Wow. So all right. So you have probably had a vendetta against Camaros probably all your life then, I imagine.
Oh yeah, I can't stand them things. Get out of my way.
Okay. Now let's go back.
Okay.
Tell me a story of that really describes Cobra John as a child in his childhood. That really, now that you look back, that really shaped you.
Well, I grew up in Detroit, and I was kind of a little sickly child, but like I said, grew up in Detroit in the 50s, and I didn't realize until I got older that how blessed we were because I had both my parents, me and my brothers. It was just me and my brother then, because I didn't get my youngest brother and youngest sister. We moved out in the country back in 58, something like that. But anyway, that's when we grew up in the street, and that's when you hear the people talking about the parents didn't have to, the parents called for you to come to the house, you got your butt whooped. When the street lights come on, you're supposed to at least be sitting on the porch, not down the street. That's when the neighbors looked out for the kids. Matter of fact, they busted on you. You was around someplace in other part of the neighborhood doing something stupid. They would grab you and whoop your butt and bring you home to your folks, and you get another butt whooping. So that's when I realized that, how blessed we were, because like I said, I didn't realize that I got older that some of the kids didn't have their fathers and stuff like that, and they had single mothers raising the kids, but you didn't know nothing about it. And back in those days, the teenage girl got pregnant. Where's so and so? Oh, she went to spend the summer with her grandmother, and she come back looking different, didn't play with you like they used to. But then you found out she had a baby, and the grandma kept it. Let's see, what else? We used to, like on a Saturday, we get up in the morning, we get breakfast, whatever it was. Folks go outside. You didn't stay in the house, especially in the summertime. You go outside and play. That was the order. And we give the other kids on the block. We played, rode bikes, climbed trees, stole fruit off other folks' fruit trees. The church down the street, because we stayed on Stanley, was St. Stephen's. It was a Baptist church. I can't tell you exactly what kind, but they were building an annex onto it, and the church sat on the corner, but the building that they built next to it was anyway off the corner. But during the construction, the guys in construction didn't work the weekend, so we run in there and play, and look at the crazy stuff we did. We'd be jumping from beam to beams, and be 3 stories up. Kids, we didn't think that we'd fall and hurt ourselves. We climbed it and go to the top of the building. We actually went on top of the church building because could nobody see us. We was kids. We were 8, 9, 10 years old. We climbed the top of the roof of the church, and we could actually see the Ambassador's Bridge from the roof. And we do some stupid kid stuff. We'd actually crawl down in the church on the cross street, the side street, and what had I guess what you call those things where you egress thing where you can climb out the window if the place got on fire or something like that and crawl up on the out of the basement. And we would actually sit down in them things in the police car. We'd throw rocks at them, and the police would stop. We just duck down and wouldn't say anything. Look around. They didn't see nothing. They take on. We'd be laughing after they leave. You couldn't imagine we got caught. We got our butt whipped by them. But
that's going to come back up later on, I think. So
yeah. That's when I remember my first thing of police brutality. Yeah.